One second, give me a moment. Is this okay now?
Yeah, it's fine. Oh no, it's gone.
Wait. I'll do here. Yeah.
This is fine. Yeah, thanks.
Okay. See, when they ask, I'll start from the table. I have a habit of making table for everything so that we can compare it. When they ask for short note question, these are the main things we have to write. The sukta, the mandala, where it comes in Rigveda, the mandala and the number, which mantra, which sukta it is. And then the rishi, it is said that for any mantra, before we chant any mantra, we have to honor the rishi and the god. So even Gayatri mantra has the god and the chandas also, they say. We keep hearing about Gayatri chandaha in different chantings. That is like giving respect to the rishi, god and the chandas. So I have listed these. These are the points we have to write before answering the question. First thing we have to write is the whatever we have to write, I've mentioned here. After this, we can explain the chandas. So that will take, I hope that they will give marks for that also. Write the description of the chandas so that they know that we know. So now we will see this. Savitra Sukta is from first mandala, 35th Sukta. The Rishi is Hiranya Stupa. The god is Savitra himself. Shlokas 1 and 9 are Jagati and rest are Trishtup. So if they give one mantra and ask us to explain, we should be able to identify and mention it at least. There are 11 mantras in this. Then Vishnu, this is a table. You can read it when I won't go into the details of this. It is very clear. One thing you just remember, Savitru, Hiranya Stupa. Savitru, God is explained like Hiranyaksha, Hiranyahasta. So that is a link I found, so we can easily remember. No specific reason, just like that. So Trishtub Chandas has 11 varnas and 4 padas. Details we will go read from the book. Jagati 12 varnas and 4 padas in each 4 padas. We'll go to Savitri Sukta. This is about the god of daylight and night. He's a solar deity. Sometimes he is referred as sun, but sometimes he is a messenger of sun god. He has prachodaka shakti of so before sunrise and sunset he is the prachodaka shakti. Please note Savitra is different from Ushas. He is golden. Hiranmayatva is the obvious swabhava of his. Hiranyahasta, Hiranyaksha, Hiranyapani, and his chariot is golden. His the parts of the The chariot are also golden. Two white horses called Shyava, they pull his chariot, and he travels in the clean, dustless roads of Antariksha. He travels in all the three worlds, Dyava, Prithvi, and Antariksha, and he makes sure the souls are transported to the heavenly abode. So that also is his job, and he protects us from the demons, sorcerers, magicians, and bad dreams. So this is about Savitru. These are the points we need to remember. If you want to add anything, you can, please. So we can give more details for this. He has traversed the 8 Girishikaras, 3 lokas, 7 rivers. So all this we can add up while we describe. Then is Vishnu Sukta. Main thing that we have to remember in this is the three footsteps. We can remember Vamana Avataram, that comes in Purana, but that is inspired by this. So his footsteps cover the 3 lokas, Prithvi, Antariksha, and Loka. So third is the abode of gods, where they enjoy madhu. So he is the one who blesses with the madhu. That is the place of enjoyment is Dyuloka. And he helps Indra in his great battle against Vritra. He is the protector of all the living beings. He is omnipresent. He is there in each and every life form. Then Vishnu, Vyapakatva, Vyapana, Vishuddhatu, Vyapana. So he is pervading, all pervading, omnipresent. So that is his Swabhava. Next is Indra Sukta. It's one of the very important and most asked question also. There are, in Indra Sukta, almost all the mantras end with Na Janasa Indraha. So the Rishi for this Sukta is Gritsamada. There are 3 stories for this. It is said that Gritsamada is Indra's devotee, and in his dhyana he gets so involved and he becomes like Indra. He takes the form of Indra, and the demons Duni and Chumuri come to know that they think that he is Indra, and they come to attack him. That is when Gritsamada says, no, I am not him, and he explains, he praises in Lord Indra and says he is Lord Indra and not me. So that is the first story. Second story is where Gritsamada is a Ritvik in a yaga performed by Vainya. So he is just a Ritvik there, and Indra also attends that yaga. But the demons come to know that Indra is attending that, and they want to attack. To avoid that, Indra takes form of Gritsamada and he slips out of the place. He just goes out. So these Rakshasas waiting at the doorstep, they don't know that it is Indra who has gone. So they keep waiting, and when second Gritsamada comes, who is the actual one, they catch hold of him. That is when he chants this and says, sings the glory of Indra and says, he is Indra and not me. The third is very similar, but here Gritsamada himself performs the yaga. Rest all the same story. And Indra is the son of Dyaus and Aditi. He is the twin of Agni. Pushan is his brother. Indrani is his wife, and Airavata is his Vahana. When he was a child, he gets up and he goes to Twashtru and he drinks 10 chashakas of Somarasa. Indra is a great fan of Somarasa. So Twashtru gives him Vajra Ayudha. He makes a Ayudha Vajra for him and he gives to the small, just born Indra. He is famous for drinking soma, and they describe how his tummy is big because he drank too much soma, and he grinds his teeth and he shakes his beard when he has drunk soma. These are the descriptions given in the mantra, and he helps in the extraction of somarasa. So whenever there are instances where they have to extract somarasa, they ask for Indra's help, blessing. So then there are famous uh, play instances of the battle with Vritra and between Vritra and Indra. So it is well known. He defeats Vritra, and apparently he brings light. After defeating Vritra, he brings light. Then he destroys a snake, Sarpa, and lets the 7 rivers free. And he also protected the cows. Here, the Sarpa is, they say that Sarpa is made up of Parvata, rocks. And they also say the word Parvata, the rock, and the cloud are interchangeably used. So, if you see Indra as the god of rain.
Divya?
Yeah.
Can you please repeat the Sarpa is made up of? There was an audio break. I didn't follow.
The Sarpa, they say Sarpa made up of rock. He's a Rakshasa. Sarpa is a Rakshasa made up of rock. That is what I read. Okay. And Parvata and clouds, Megha, are interchanged, it seems. The meaning is interchangeable there. So this is my interpretation. I may be wrong. What I understand is Vajrayudha is the lightning bolt, as I understand. So maybe the clouds, when there is lightning between the clouds, that is when rain comes. Maybe this is what is explained. Anyway, I will use this idea to remember the serpent and 7 rivers concept to write. Then there is another story of mountains with wings flying, and Indra defeats them. Indra cuts their wings. So again, mountains can also be megha, clouds, moving clouds. Then he created fire from 2 rocks. Again, it could also be interpreted as lightning. So this is about Indra Sukta. 1 second, I'll just see my notes also. Okay, one more thing. When two parties are battling, that may be humans and devas. Both will pray for Indra. So that is his greatness. Even the gods will pray for Indra, and even the humans will pray for him for success. So without him, one can't win the battle. And Shambara, he defeats Shambarasura. He goes and finds him after 40th Sharatkala. Sharatkala is, you consider as one Sharatkala is a year. So after 40th Sharatkala, he finds the Shambara Asura. And he is called as Vajrabahu because his Ayudha is Vajra. He holds Vajrasura. So this is about Indra. Next is Rudra. Rudra is the father of Marut. He is brown in color. He is also called Vajrabahu. He carries bow and arrow and he wears golden ornaments. He is also called Kapardin because of his jata. He is known to have jata hair. So he is also called Kapardin. His udara is mrudu and he has a beautiful nose or kapola also. That word can be interpreted as nose or kapola. He is famous for two of his nature, Ugra and Shanta, Bhayankara versus Shanta. He is Ugra in his form, nature and name. Rudra name itself is Bhayanaka. So the prayers, often the prayers are asking him not to get angry. So please be kind to us, please don't get angry with us is what is prayed. Then he is kind, helpful and calm. This is his Shankara nature, his Shanta Swabhava. And he gives medicines in the Sukta, in the mantras that we study also. In many of that, we ask for medicines, Aushadha, for ailments, for Dvesha and other problems. Then if see, all the Rigvedic gods are considered to be the deities of nature. So, if we look at like that, Rudra is compared to hurricane, the god of father of Marut. Marut is Vayu. Father of Marut means multiple. More intense Marut. That is how I remember and understand. So if you compare with hurricane, it destructs, but it also helps in the growth of vegetation. Aushadhiya sasyaha api vardhante. So that may be the reason that they are asking for his blessings for Aushadha.
Maybe we can also remember Rudra Tandava. I mean, in a sense, Rudra Tandava, we say in case of something very strongly done. So
yeah, correct.
We can use that.
Yeah. Each god they have the color given. So Kandu Banna, brown, Bili Mishrita Kandu Banna, that means I think grey, they are talking about grey. So this is about Rudra. Okay. See, Rudra word is derived from Rud Dhatu, which means making loud noise. So that is the root, Rud. Next is Ushas Sukta. This is the most poetical verse. See, they say this is the earliest kavya known because the beauty of the nature is observed and it is described with similes in this sukta. Ushas is a goddess of dawn. Actually, it is not one goddess. It is a group of women goddesses. Female goddesses, but the group itself is called as prayed as one group, one Ushas. It is plural because she comes fresh each day, and it may also be because of the race. I will say it when I say it. She adorns the outfit of light. And she wakes everyone, two-legged and Dvipada Chatushpadaha. Then she is the most beautiful. She is depicted as the wife of Surya in some mantras. And she's They are like Yajnashalas, Yupa, poles of Yajnashalas at the eastern sky. Then that means they open the doors of the heaven and chase away the dark demons. Dark demons means the night. They chase away the night and they open the doors of the heaven. That is like they let the light come out, come. That is what is explained. Then the prayer is to ask them to wake generous people, and they say let the stingy people, let them sleep for longer time. Then there is, see, when she comes out, when they come out, they are of the same form. They all come together and spread the light. If you remember the way we draw rays of sun as children, we used to draw it, right? The rays are all similar but spreading in different directions. This is what I understand when they address her Ushas as plural. So all the rays come out. So they are of similar appearances. Together they shine and move, covering the darkness. So the prayer is we ask for good santati and Aishwarya. Then Agni Sukta. This also is a very important sukta because through Agni we give all the havis. So in any yajna, Agni has to be invoked first. He has to be, we have to pray him first and then ask him to take all the offerings that we give to different devatas. They all come together in a ratha and Agni is also present there. He is the one he is a messenger between humans and the gods. So he's the only one who has Purohitatva, sorry. He is addressed as Hotru, Advaryu, Udgatru and Brahma. All the four Ritviks. He is addressed as each of them in different mantras. He gets a lot of importance in Rigveda, and as I said, he is the messenger. In each mandala there is an Agnistuti. He is the son of Dyaus or the Dyava Prithvi. He is also known as the son of water. He is a twin of Indra. Okay? His birth is explained in 3 ways. First, from 2 Aranis. Aranis are the 2 kashta. Kashta may not be the right word. 2 wooden pieces, to say in the common word. They are rubbed and fire is created. So Arani is those special sticks forcefully rubbed. Okay, so earlier, before the yagas, there would be one person who would create fire with the 2 Aranis. So that is how Agni is formed. That is the birth of Agni. So he is called Sahasas Putra or Ojonapat. And second is from water. They say he is born from the clouds at the sky. So he is called Apam Napat. But it is also in our notes, it's also mentioned that it is not the lightning. It is different from lightning. That is what is mentioned. I don't know what it means. Third, he is born in Swarga. And Matarishwan brought him to the earth, which is a great gift for the mankind. In another mantra, it says, Agni is secretly present in every tree, in every wood. It is not visible, but he is there. And Angira sages brought him to light. Then he is known as Ghrita Dehi. Ghrita means ghee. So he gets power by ghee. Then Aranis and ghee are his food, because we know in our in the yagas in samit and ghee are the main ingredients for any havan. So he also drinks ghee and soma. He has 3 meals. Then he is Tejasvi. He shines with flames touching Antariksha. Since his Dhuma, the smoke touches the sky, he is also called Dhuma Ketu. He is also known as Dhuma Dhwaja, because smoke itself is like his Dhwaja. He expels darkness and brightens the day. Then they compare the forest fire to a barber. He clears the surface, it seems. When he goes to a forest and I don't remember the exact word. He destroys the forest and like a barber. Okay. Okay, I can't find it now. Then he goes to each house and takes ahuti. That means in each house Agnihotra Karya is done. That is the idea. So he gets ahuti. So let him come to our yaga first is our request for him. Please come early so that we can begin the havan. Then bless us with santati, samruddhi and sampat. Then is Varuna Sukta. Here Mitra Varuna in Rigveda, in many mantras, Mitra Varuna are mentioned together. So he is very close to Mitra. Surya is his eye. He is Duradrishtivan, that is far-sighted. Vayu is his breath. He wears shining outfit. Then he is also known as Sahasraksha. In the mantras that we have to study, in every place we ask for him not to get angry. We ask for his forgiveness. So he is the niyamaka of the systems, both bhautika and naitika. Naitika is moral, I think physical and moral. So he is the creator of Surya, Chandra, Dyava, Prithvi, and he is the one who assigns duty to each of them, and all of them will follow his rules. He has told Chandra to maintain the time. So all these rules are governed by him. All these are assigned by him. Then oceans don't overflow due to his maya, and water from Antariksha flows down due to his magic. That's why he's called Mayavi. That is the idea of rain. Then if anyone breaks the rule, he punishes them. And so this sukta is asking for forgiveness. But he is, though he punishes, he is kind enough and forgives those who repent. And the sage asks for his mercy and also asks for jnana sampat. Then he is called Dhrita Vrata because of his strict laws. Vrata, the niyamas that he creates are like vratas to him, and he sticks to them very strictly. So that is why Dhrita Vrata. And if we compare the nature to the god. Varuna can be compared to Akasha, and Vru Achadana is the dhatu. So he is Achadana is like covering, Sarvavyapitva, covering. Akasha covers everything. So that is the idea. Varuna is the god of Akasha, we could say. Now this is the interesting sukta, Aksha Suktam. It was also asked. This is about, see, we have seen the suktas about the invocation of gods, nature, gods of nature we have seen. Agni, now Varuna, all those are gods of nature. The Kavya Tattva is seen in Ushas Sukta. So the beauty of the nature is explained there. This is the Laukika aspect. Aksha Sukta is about gamblers. So this is about a gambler addict of Dyuta game. He is called Kitava. So how he gets addicted to the game, and how he is the adapatana of him, and how Savitri Deva alerts him and guides him to come out of it. So that is the whole story in this. The game is called Dyuta. The game board is called Irini. The pieces are called Aksha or Vibhedaka. The akshas are made from the tall trees standing in the heavy wind, and they are made from that, and they roll on the board. So then how the addict is attracted to it is explained. He like a somapana. Maujavata is means it's a parvata, Mauja Parvata. So the soma plants grow there. So from there, the soma rasa is extracted, and if you drink it, how excited one will be. The same way the rolling akshas, moving akshas on the board also excites the kitava. Then he has a very good-natured wife, but she was very kind to him. She doesn't. She has no objection about him playing with his friends, but because of a wrong aksha, he loses her. He abandons her. Then his mother-in-law hates him. Then his wife turns angry. Nobody is kind enough to treat him well. He is treated like an old horse that is for sale, like useless. Old horse, nobody will buy an old horse. So similarly, he is treated. Then once he is in his low, people start eyeing at his wife. The remaining little money is attractive to the other players of the game because they are winning now. So they want him to put more and more money, and they want to take it. So then his family, when somebody comes to take him, they say, we don't know him, please take, because otherwise they will have to pay and keep him. So they say, no, we don't know him, take him away. So this is very depressing for him. So he does not go. He decides not to go. He says, when the friends come to play, he says, no, I'm not coming now on, you please go. They go. But then the attraction of the brown akshas pulls him back like a magic. So again he goes, thinking that maybe this time I win, and he enters the game. The initial win makes him happy. But the akshas are merciless. They pierce with the ankusha, they cheat him, they burn him. It is described beautifully, the way he thinks them as like personification of the akshas. He says they have Ankushas, they burn him, they get burned, they burn me also. So all these are explained there. Then even the kings go to the Akshas. They move on the group of Akshas move on the board like Savitri Deva himself. Imagine his level of addiction. He compares Savitri Deva to the Akshas to Savitri Deva himself. They roll and jump. They don't have arms, but they have the capacity to control those who have arms. Arms in the sense hasta, bahu. Then like burning coals, how they burn those who are sitting next to it. Similarly, those akshas which are rolled on the board, it attracts, it burns the hearts of the cold person. Even a person who is not interested, he gets attracted to the game. That is explained. Then his wife and mother are sad. He has no money. He is afraid of because people will come to ask him to repay the loan. So he goes to others' houses at night for money. He gets into all the bad habits. Then he also feels sad because he compares other ladies with his wife and to what situation I have brought her into. So, but still he can't control. He continues to play during the daytime um, with the horses. They say with the horses, that is the akshas. And then at night he is so depressed that he sleeps next to the fire. He begs the akshas to spare him. He says, with the 10 fingers, with open arm, I beg you that I don't have any money to play anymore. So that this time Savitri says, don't play, control yourself, don't play the game, do agriculture, do krishi. This is an important verse that comes for the exam. Do agriculture, earn what you can and be content with what you get. Don't fall for that attraction of Dyuta even for the sake of earning more. So then he shows his wife and cattle and see, here are your wife, here is your wife, here are your cattle. Go be with them, go look after them, and don't get into this habit again. So this is the important mantra. This is the message after all the description of the gambling. This is Savitri Deva's message is the important one. Next is Bhava Vritta. It is also called Nasadiya Sukta. It is also called Srishti Sukta. We have spoken about the Laukika, about nature, about the Kavya Sampat in the Rigveda. Now is the philosophical verses. This Bhavavrita talks about origin of the creation. So one of the very few suktas that talks about philosophy. This is the basis of Upanishads and Sankhya Darshanas. So here they ask, sorry. So what was there before Srishti, and then before Srishti there was no Sat, it was not even Asat. Vayu, Akasha were not present then. Was it filled with only water? What did it have? What was the content? Who was controlling everything then? There was no death, no immortality. There was no day, there was no night. Surya was not there, Chandra was not there. There was only one that was present, that was called Paravastu. Paratattva, Paravastu. Vayu was not there then, but that Paratattva, Paravastu was able to be there with its own power, even it breathed by its own power, even in the absence of Vayu. It's compared to be a very dark state, darkest of the dark night. It was covered by water. It was empty, a kind of emptiness. That because of that Paravastu's tapasya, Srishti happened. So he explains the Srishti, origin of the Srishti is explained here. First came Kama, the desire to create. That is the origin. That is the seed of the mind. That desire to create itself. That is the beginning of the mind. From this, the sages later realized, they came to know about the relation of Sat and Asat. The seed becomes, the seed of the mind, it becomes Purusha and Stri Tattva. That is also called Bhoktru and Bhojya Tattva. Bhoktru is Rutodha or Prayati. Bhojya is called Mahima or Swadha. I don't know the English words for this, I'm sorry. In Kannada, it is the same words are used, so I just wrote it as it is.
Is it Retodha?
Retodha, yeah, it is Retodha.
Retas means bomb, so Reta Uda.
Yeah, Retodha. Yeah, that is the Purusha Tattva, that's correct. Retodha and Mahima is Swadha. Then the next mantra says about, talks about the secret of Srishti. Srishti happened, yes, it happened. We think that it is because of the tapasya, because of the desire to create. But how? How did that appear? So even the gods don't know this, because gods are the product of this. Gods came after this. Surya came after this. Chandra came after this. So even the gods may not know. Then who will know? Only the Adhyaksha Parameshwara, that is the Paravastu. He alone may know the secret, or he himself may not know. So this is what is told. Yeah, that's it from me. Anything to add, Harini?
No, this you have generally mentioned all the suttas, or the suttas that we have collected from the question papers?
No, this is all. We have 2 books, na? Course 5 and course 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've mentioned all. Actually, almost all are asked.
Okay. Okay. So you've not individually mentioned the hymn, right? So we have to see the individual hymn. Okay.
See, this is for short. The long note is very less. A long answer question is very few from suttas.
Okay.
Mostly it is short notes. For short notes, this idea is enough. You can elaborate on this because it is general.
Yeah.
The thing I did not do is individual mantra that you said you have already listed.
Yeah.
Pada Pata, see, they will ask, they will give Samhita Pata, they will ask us to do Pada Pata, and one of those we have to explain.
Yeah, yeah.
So, when we know that from, we will know from which sukta it is given. So, when you ask us to explain, we have to write the which sukta it is. If it is Savitri Sukta, who is the Rishi, who is the Devata, what chandas it follows. These if we mention, then a short description of that particular mantra.
Okay.
So that is enough for the explanation of that. And if they ask short notes, these points will be sufficient.
Okay.
So,
Okay, so what is remaining in this paper is the other, that Vedic literature, Vaidika Sahitya Itihasa or something.
yeah.
That part is pending.
Yeah, Vaidika Sahitya Itihasaha is remaining, and short notes for Itikarana and things like that. The rules, grammatical
Yeah,
rules for the Padapata. How
yeah.
the,
Two or three. I've asked Nivedita to help us with that.
okay, okay.
If you take
I,
care of the chapters, then you can do the rest of the short. I
okay,
will try to finish Yagnivalkya Smriti.
okay, okay.
I think with that we are done. We finished one round, right?
Which one?
If we finish the Vaidikya Itihasa and Yagnivalkya Smriti, I think we are done. One round we have covered.
Yeah, yeah, I think so.
One second. Asana.